Do I really need to hire a lawyer? The answer is not always yes, but it's also not always no. Some people need a lawyer to take over their entire case. Some people can handle much of the case themselves, but need a lawyer to help them make important decisions before they make a mistake. The problem is that many people choose the wrong level of help. In this video, I'm going to explain the 3 main ways people can get help with a divorce or child custody case. Full legal representation, a one-time paid case evaluation or strategy session, ongoing DIY coaching or limited scope legal assistance. By the end, you should have a much clearer idea of which option may fit your situation best. Before we begin, I need to be clear about something. I'm an attorney and I've been an attorney since 2005, but I'm not your attorney unless you hire me. Think of this video as a framework for deciding what kind of help you may need, not as a substitute for individualized legal advice. Option 1, full representation. Full representation means you hire a lawyer to handle the case with you from beginning to end, or at least through some major phase of the case. This is usually the best option when the stakes are high, the conflict is serious, or the case is complicated. You should strongly consider full representation if these things apply to you. Custody is seriously disputed. Someone is accusing you of abuse, neglect, substance abuse, violence, or serious misconduct. The other party already has a lawyer. You have a business or complicated finances. You have a trial scheduled. A lot of people wait too long to hire full representation. They try to handle the early stages of the case alone. They agree to do something they do not fully understand. Or they walk into a temporary hearing without evidence, witnesses, or a clear strategy. Then they call a lawyer after the temporary order has already been entered. At that point, the lawyer may still be able to help, but fixing a bad temporary order is often harder and more expensive than building a strategy before the order is entered. The question is not, can I technically represent myself? The question is, what could happen if I make the wrong decision at this stage? If the answer involves your relationship with your child, your ability to see your child, your home, your retirement, your income, or a damaging court finding, that may be a situation where full representation is worth serious consideration. Option 2. A one-time paid case evaluation is for someone who does not necessarily need a lawyer to take over the entire case right now, but who needs a lawyer to look at the facts, identify the risks, and help create a plan. For example, a case evaluation might help you answer questions such as, should I file now or wait? Do I have enough evidence to seek a custody modification? What should I do before my upcoming hearing? This option is often best for someone who is organized, capable of handling paperwork, and willing to do the work, but does not want to make major legal decisions blindly. A one-time case evaluation may be a good fit if you have an upcoming hearing and need a plan. You received a proposed agreement and don't know whether you should sign it. You want to file for divorce, custody, modification, contempt, or support, but do not know where to start. You have already started the case yourself, but are not confident about your next step. A case evaluation is not about getting a lawyer to tell you that you are right. It is about getting a lawyer to tell you where you are exposed. Because the most valuable legal advice is often not, here's why you should win. It's, here's what could go wrong, and here's what you need to do before it does. For many people, a focused strategy session can save months of confusion, prevent an avoidable filing mistake, and help them decide whether they truly need full representation. Now, let's look at option 3. The third option is for people who want to remain actively involved in their case and handle certain parts of the case themselves, but who want ongoing guidance, accountability, and legal strategy as well. You may hear this described as do-it-yourself coaching or DIY coaching or limited scope representation or unbundled legal services. DIY coaching or limited scope help may involve reviewing your court filings before you submit them, helping you identify what documents to gather, explaining what a court order means, preparing you for a hearing, helping you organize evidence and exhibits, talking through settlement options, helping you prepare questions for the other side, helping you create a timeline and a case strategy, giving you a plan for what to do between court dates. This option may be a good fit, especially if your case is relatively straightforward, especially if you're comfortable filing documents and following instructions, or you have time to gather records and prepare, or maybe you're willing to be responsible for deadlines, or perhaps you need help understanding strategy more than you need someone to attend every hearing. Your finances do not justify full service representation, or the stakes are too important to simply guess. There are situations where I would be very cautious about trying to handle a case alone, even with coaching. Those situations can include a serious custody fight, allegations of abuse, violence, addiction, or neglect, a protective order, a child welfare or DCS issue, a case involving substantial assets or closely held businesses, a case where the other side has an aggressive attorney, a trial that is approaching quickly. That does not mean you automatically have to retain a lawyer for everything, but it means you should not assume that a few internet searches, a court form, and a stack of screenshots will be enough. Here's 5 questions you should ask yourself when you're trying to decide which option fits you. What am I risking? Are you primarily trying to get clarification about a minor issue? Or are you risking custody, parenting time, financial stability, your home, your retirement, or your reputation before court? The bigger the risk, the more you should lean toward full representation. How soon is my next deadline or hearing? If you have a hearing in 2 weeks, that is not the time to casually start learning family law. You may need immediate legal guidance. Can I stay organized? Can you keep track of deadlines, court orders, exhibits, financial records, communication, and what has already been filed? If you cannot, full representation, or at least more structured legal support, may be necessary. Can I separate emotion from strategy? This is difficult in divorce and child custody cases, but it matters. If every communication with the other parent becomes an argument, if you cannot read a filing without becoming furious, or if you may say things in court that you later regret, that is a signal that you may need more protection and more support. Do I know what I need the judge to do? If you cannot clearly explain the order you want, the fact supporting that request, and the evidence you have to prove those facts, then you probably need at least a strategy session before you move forward. You do not have to hire a lawyer for every family law case, but you should not make major decisions in a divorce or custody case based on panic, frustration, advice from friends, TikTok clips, or what happened in somebody else's case. That is what legal strategy is for. The important thing is that you choose intentionally, not based on fear, pride, or the assumption that legal help is all or nothing.